10. Earned value reporting.
What is an earned value report?
An earned value report is the preferred method for measuring progress in projects. It has the advantage of showing on one piece of paper the pertinent performance criteria for a project. From the earned value report, the time-phased, planned expenditures for the project can be seen along with the actual cost of the project work that was accomplished and the amount of work that was actually completed. From this report, the cost variance and schedule variance can be calculated. Tell me more. There are several factors in the earned value report that we must know in order to use it effectively. These factors are the budgeted cost of work scheduled, BCWS, the budgeted cost of work performed, BCWP, and the actual cost of work performed, ACWP. These three elements form the basis for the earned value reporting system. PMI has seen fit to change this almost universally accepted alphabet soup. It remains to be seen whether PMI will be able to persuade the entire project management community to make the change, or whether PMI will have to change back to the more widely accepted way of calling things. There are certainly going to be some difficulties since most managers use PV to mean present value and DEV to mean expected value. We shall see. In the year 2000 version of the Guide to the Project Management Body of Knowledge, BOK, PMI refers to these as follows. Budgeted cost of work scheduled, BCWS, equals planned value, PV. Actual cost of work performed, ACWP, equals actual cost, AC, budgeted cost of work performed, BCWP, equals earned value, EV. We will keep the traditional terms, which are still commonly accepted. The first one of these factors is the BCWS or PV. This stands for the budgeted cost of work scheduled or the planned value. Once you catch on, you will say that it is just what it says it is. It is a plot of the budgeted cost of the project activities on a cumulative basis over a horizontal axis of time. All project tasks have a task cost that was derived from the estimated cost of each activity and a schedule that says when the activity will take place. The BCWS is simply a plot of these values according to when in time the expenditures are expected to take place. So, this is pretty simple to see, as it is just the project plan plotted out in terms of dollars of budget showing when those dollars are expected to be spent. This is a method of showing the project plan in an easy-to-see way on a single piece of paper. By showing it in a cumulative way, we can see the total expenditures to date for the project as well as the total cost of the project all on the same piece of paper. Notice in Figure 10.1 that the shape of the curve is similar to the letter S. Nearly all of the planned value curves for projects will have this shape because projects generally start out spending money slowly and then increase the rate of expenditure. Figure 10.1, Earned Value Reports. Reach a peak where money is being expended at its greatest rate, and then reduce the expenditure rate until the project is ended. Sometimes in very large projects there is a problem with representing the project plan and the other earned value factors on a cumulative basis. When the project budget is very large, the vertical scale of the report is so small that minor but important variations cannot be seen well. In this situation, a variance reporting method can be used. To plot the earned values on a variance chart as shown in Figure 10.2. We simply plot a horizontal line and label it 0. Now, instead of plotting the actual values of the BCWS, BCWP, and ACWP, we plot the differences between the BCWS and the other two earned value reporting factors. When we do this, the vertical scale that we need is greatly reduced in size since we are concerned only with plotting the difference between the earned value factors and not the entire budget of the project. The next one, the ACWP or AC, is pretty simple too. This stands for the actual cost of work performed. Like the BCWS, it is a plot over time of expenditures. This time, instead of plotting the project's planned expenditures, we are plotting the project's real expenditures over time. At the end of each reporting period, we take the total amount of money that was spent on the project during that period and plot it as an addition to the total amount of money that had been spent as of the last reporting period. It is important that every expenditure that is made on the project be collected in a timely way. The timing of the collection of the actual cost of work performed must match the anticipated timing of the expenditures that were planned and plotted as the BCWS. This is terribly important since, if expenditures are collected early or late in the project in relation to the project plan, the earned value report will show a positive or negative variance when there may really be none.